Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware risk in the future trading. All our videos are educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow any signal as long as at your own risk. Today, if you're asking what's going on, there is a new entry on the ES right now on 86 level. We have an FOMC, which caused this market to go through a lot of volatility. And we have the crude oil at 10:30, so we're not doing anything before 10:30. And the FOMC today, it was at 8:30, which caused a lot of volatility in the market. So we are. That's why you see the market was going really crazy up, and I mean it was very nasty picture on the 1 minute. If we look for the last um, a couple hours, it has been extremely a lot of volatility on the ES and the other market. So um, we have an entry, a signal at 2886.50, and the market still has not moved until the 10:30, and I have stopped all the auto trades. We will cover some of the auto trades right now, but I prefer to wait till 10:30 before we start copying any signal. Please be careful. Now there is a lot of volatility in the market until 10:30. Usually, it's not there is not a huge impact on the crude oil inventory, but because of the FOMC at 8:30, this market has. If we look at this market, it was really a lot of a chop in the market, which is going to cause a lot of problems with your auto trades. So we will be covering some of the auto trades. I have not activated the auto trades yet because of the FOMC, and plus we have the inventory, so I have not really activate the swing trading. The scalpers are working, but the swing trading I have not really activated, and neither the new auto trade has not been activated yet. I prefer to do all this at 10:30. So to all those guys are auto trading today, be careful. Stop your auto trade until 10:30. Once we get this oil inventory out of the way, and the market is gonna come down a bit. But right now, this market is a total mess. No matter what you do, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. Um, on the market analyzer right now, I'm not gonna follow any signals. This is a very, very uh, chop market right now. And I put the micro account on the other side here. We can follow the signals once this inventory gets out of the way. And at the moment, we are not touching this market at all. Um, so I will be quiet and then start to activate the auto trade at 10:30. Again, guys, we're not touching this market until 10:30. Now it's 10:11, so we gotta wait another 15 minutes before we start activating all the auto trades. And I don't want you to follow any of those signals. I have never seen anything like that today. Every time we have a new signal, the market turning around. So there is no way you can follow any of those signals before 10:30 today because of the FOMC and the inventory. In the meantime, we're not going to be following any of this micro account. We will be just we're going to follow the scalper at the moment, and once this market start settled around 10:30, 10:35, we will be start calling it trades. And please follow us on the sim. Um, Doesn't matter, guys, which auto trade you are using, whether it's our auto trade or somebody else auto trade. Please stop auto trading until we get out of this mess in the market, and then we will be turning on the auto trades at 10:35. Thank you. For the gentleman asking about the ES at the moment, we have an extreme resistance. I don't know if you notice, guys, we have the same numbers yesterday and the day before. We are on a 88.75, a heavy resistance on 88.75. This is a 15 minutes chart, and that it is. I mean, this is a really 15 minutes chart, and this is a really a problem at 88.75. So again, guys, do not take any trade until the inventory is out of the way, and then we get some stability because of the FOMC. Today has caused this. It was beautiful this morning and a beautiful trend this morning. Everything was working smooth, but then around 8:30, when the FOMC, then everything start um, uh, not making any sense in this market. So the best way to stay out of trouble until 15 minutes more, and then we can go ahead and start picking up new signals. In the meantime, I'm not going to respond and keep repeating myself, but do not follow any of the signals until we get um, this inventory out of the way. Normally, it never have an impact on the. I mean, but today, because of the FOMC and the crude oil, has caused a lot of volatility in the market. So let's don't do that, guys. If somebody interested in any trade right now, stay away from the ES because we have a heavy resistance on the ES. Do not follow that ES. But if you wanted to take some trade, um, you need to put the ES on a sim limited order at 55.25. 55.25 limited order on the NASDAQ. And one thing you have to pay attention to that the micro account is not the same numbers entry as the mini ES or the mini NASDAQ. So you got to be careful. And we will, this ES, do not follow that ES. We have a heavy resistance at 88.25. Do not follow it. The market is extremely chop, FOMC, and crude oil. So stay away from the trouble for now, please. We still have 15 minutes before we will be looking at any chart. Again, if you wanted to take a limited order at 55.25 with a Nasdaq limited order at 55 or 55.50, whatever you like, a limited order. But at the moment, do not follow the ES on the new. There is a new signal on the CL, but there is an inventory and in 10 minutes. So if you want to follow the inventory, the signal on the CL, you're very welcome. On the SIM, it's very fine. The entry price is 61.65, but and the target is 61.97, and there is an inventory in 10 minutes. So it's up to you if you want to dive into this kind of trade or not. A lot of volatility. Be careful today, please. A lot of volatility. As you see, this market cannot hold. It's going every time the market trying to go up is a dropping. So it is a lot of volatility today, and most of the guys, whether you are in manual trading or auto trading, you're gonna be getting in a trouble right now. So please stand by till 10:30, and then things is gonna sort out. Do not follow the ES. Only the Nasdaq limited order, and I don't have anything else for you to trade at the moment. 5 more minutes, and then we have the inventory out of the way. We're not calling any trades. We're not following any signals until the inventory on FOMC inventory. We have a lot of chop market, and it is extremely fast. That can get you in a lot of uh, trouble. And then even if you are auto trading, you will get a lot of slippage at the moment. So please stand by till we are done. Don't try to rush to any trade. And exactly. So there is nothing we can do. We still have 4 minutes left, and it's gonna cause this market go up and down like a crazy today. So just a second. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. There we go. We are okay. You can see it right away how it is. Wow. Okay. So now we're done with that. Just give it a second to cool off, and then we will be start looking at. And now we wait a couple minutes, and then we start the auto trades. The auto trades have already a news feed where you can stop the auto trade, but today we're just gonna hold on till the news out of the way, and then we're gonna start with the auto trade. So just give it 1 second to cool off, and now we start looking for trades. Okay, we're gonna start the auto trades, and a little bit still fast, a little bit, but let's see if we can get anything on the CL. Um, okay, we are almost done, and now we are going to get a new signal, and let's get ready for the new signals. We are going to have short trades very soon, so do not touch anything right now. Do not follow any signal right now. It is extreme. Uh, let's wait. It's at the moment 10:34, so we still need a couple more minutes to cool off, and then we start looking at those trades. And now we are going to start activating the auto trades. And we will follow the first signal come out. We will see how this market moving, and then we will be calling uh, on the new signal. Right now, do not follow any signal. It is an extreme volatility today. Welcome to trading. This is part of this. Uh, those are one of those days where you need to sit on the side, not touch anything until the market calm down a bit, and then we start examine where we can take some trades. At the moment, there is nothing. Wait, please. You take a chances right now, guarantee you're gonna mess up your account. So let's stay. We're only taking a new signal, and please stand by. Do not take any action with this market at the moment. Very soon, probably within 3-4 minutes, we are going to have a signal on an ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. So get ready. Let's see what will happen. I have never seen that market analyzer in red like what we are looking at today, but it is very important to see good days and bad days. Very rare to see a market analyzer in that red, and it is today in that red. And you will get to see that every 3 weeks or so. And welcome to trading. Or could be sometimes every 4 weeks. You will have a day where it is red, and then you should not be touching that market. Immediately, you can see there is nothing to trade, and we need to sit on the side until we have a new signal, and we will take a new trade on the new signal. So there is nothing at the moment to talk about. We already started the new auto trade, and we will see how the outcome. Um, as long as right now the situation is we need to see the ES break in the 74.25 before we get a new signal. Those are the floor and fibs. We need the NASDAQ to go below the 604.50, and we need to see the YM go below the 849 before we start calling the trade. So as long as this market in those area here, this is a really, really critical area. There is a new signal on the Russell as we speak right now. And if you want to follow those, you're very welcome. It's 77.5, and the target is 1568.7. So here is your Russell entry at 77.5, and your target is 68.6. So it is up to you to follow it or not. But if I want to take the Russell, I will wait till I see the ES breaking below the 874.50 before we start looking at the Russell. This is my opinion. So we will see how the market, it is extremely sharp. We'll wait. I will stay quiet until we get the new signal. And this ES is between those two floor and fibs, and there is a heavy resistance. Do not even mess with the ES right now. The same problem is a very nasty area on the NASDAQ and a very critical area on the YM. So do not touch this market at the moment. And until we get some kind of direction on the ES and NASDAQ. At the moment, the ES got caught in here, and there is nothing we can do. There is a extreme heavy resistance at 88.25. You can scalp the ES. I can be related to that, but right now there is no swing trading at all. So just hold on, and until this market gets smoothed out. I prefer to skip the whole day and not to trade than to get in trouble today. And it is easily for a day like this to blow up your account. So, um, I don't care what somebody else come in by the end of the day and say nothing. It was no problem in the market. Yes, it is. It's different when we are going live and when somebody is making a pre-made video. So he's gonna skip the whole morning session. That's for sure. So um, this is trouble in the market, and you should be away from any live trade at the moment. As you see, um, the ES, a lot of trouble on those area here. The same thing with the Nasdaq. A lot of resistance support is extremely tight, and it is chop. And I am not gonna tell you to go with the YM. The reason is I'm not sure this ES is gonna climb to the 86 level. So with this, the entry on the YM, I'm not gonna get involved in it until I see this Nasdaq and the ES are on the right direction. And right now, there is a problem, and I'm not gonna get involved in those trades. They are extremely high risk. Okay, I'll be quiet for a while. Here is the problem. Every time the market go couple bars or move a couple bars and then start sinking back, then it go move in 1 bar or 2 bars and then start sinking back. This is the problem. Uh, if you are on a very tight stop loss, you're gonna be knocked out every single time. And I don't trust the movement in the market right now. Um, we need to have a clear entry, and we don't have that luxury right now. You see how this market dropping every couple bars, couple 3 bars, the market drop again, and that is going to cause a lot of problems when you are trading. So please stay away until we get the new signal. There is nothing we can trade. The only thing you can follow some of the scalping here, automated scalping. Also on the YM, we have a big trouble in the scalping. On the YM, it got beat up pretty well. On the YM, ES did very well. Nasdaq did very well. CL did very well, but the YM got in a lot of trouble. So there is no trade, guys. And for the CL traders, I'm keeping my eye on the CL, but there is no trade at the moment. Was impossible to take those trade when the inventory, and it's been on the same level, the 6202 for quad time. So we are dismissing that trend. Plus, if you've been following us, this is the 2 yellow lines. And once the market entered those 2 yellow lines, we will not take a long trade anymore, or vice versa. If it is in here, we will not take a short trades anymore. And it is hidden right at the dangerous area. So I prefer to take a short trade, or on a new signal, I will go ahead and take the new signal and wave to take a chances on any of those trades at the moment. It's better to stay away from the trade than to get in trouble. It is very unusual to get a lot of red, but we did get a lot of red today. And all what I can say, welcome to trading. And sometimes you can go 3-4 weeks with not getting red in the market analyzer. And then all of a sudden you're gonna have a day like today, FOMC and a CL inventory, big mess, and all this uh, problems overseas with the crude oil and the sanctions and all that. So it's all come in, plus China, and it is a lot of trouble at the moment. So um, that's causing a lot of volatility, and we will try to uh, get you something running very soon. Uh, Once we see a new trade or a new signal come out, we'll let you know. But at the moment, please sit on the side. The only thing is, if this market, I mean, it is very, the 55.25 limited order on the Nasdaq, it is a good entry. But also the problem with the ES, we have an extreme resistance line at 88.25. If we look at the 15 minutes, it is confirming those area here, and that it is a problem actually from 88.75 all the way to 93.25. This is an extreme heavy resistance on the ES. Is going to put a lot of pressure in the market, on the Nasdaq and the YM, and you know, it is extreme high risk at the moment trading the market. So please sit on the side, and nothing wrong with it to sit on the side than to lose money. We will be, I will keep watching this market for you if we can find anything. It will be nice if this market change direction so we can have a new signals. But, you know, we'll see how the market gonna play for us. All right. I'll stay quiet for one. This is the only limited order we have. It is 55 level, limited order 55. Now the market start. On the ES, there is a resistance level at 88, but you can put a limited order at 87. You have to be extremely fast with it. This is the resistance level. And this is where we were scared on the resistance. On the NASDAQ, your target is 770575. For the ones, if you go back with this video, we called that number on 5525 before even the breakout. So we called it twice for you on this number here. The YM, we did not call any trade on the YM. If this ES break in that level, I'm worried about that area here. If this ES break that level, then we're going to have a problem with 92.75 one more time. So you got to be careful with that. Now, when this market start breaking, it is extremely fast, and we just took off with the new auto trade, and we started right after the inventory at 9:30, 9:35, and let me. Okay, here is the drop on the NASDAQ. If this NASDAQ drop back, just wait a little bit. We can re-enter the market at the 55 level. Just a second, guys. It's extremely fast. No, we didn't get all the way down to the 55 to take it one more time. It's a messy day. I don't know if anyone got anything out of those trades today. I'm not sure. Object. All right, I love you. Okay, hi. I'm not sure anyone is taking any trades. Did any our members took any trades, or they just stayed out of the market? Which I prefer. Everyone stayed out of the market today. Um, it was impossible to take anything. There is a question about can I move the trailing stop on the new auto trade? No, you cannot move the trailing stop or the stop loss on the auto trade because it's a full automated. It's not an ATM. This is a new auto trade, and you cannot move the uh, you cannot move the trailing stop or the stop loss on the auto trade. It is a full automated. Then when this bar closes, it's gonna go back to the target. It's not gonna. If we notice here, once this bar closes, this one here is gonna go back. So no, you cannot move the trailing stop. Let me show you again on the trailing stop. Once this bar closes, it's gonna go back to the original size. So you cannot do that. But it is an extremely good, and this new auto trade is already hit all the targets, and I don't want to mess them up, but it hit the target immediately. We are using the 3 minutes and the 4 minutes, and they all hit the target immediately from the from all of them hit the target. We started around 9:35, and we are using the 3 minutes and 4 minutes. One, it is an automatic trailing stop, and one is but none of them. I mean, they are extremely. They all hit the market immediately, and this is amazing. So it is really amazing. Uh, I'm really happy with this auto trade, and it's going to be a lot of update on that new auto trade. But this is funny. You see, this is the train stop did go back to the original veto. You cannot uh, control the train stop, and neither the target. But I don't know how. But I'm sure this target, once this bar closes, is gonna go back to the original position. Exactly, sir. Exactly. And but the way this market today played us, we couldn't take any of those trades, and you have to be extremely fast and a lot of volatility. So none of our traders took those trades today, and I just, I mean, it's better for. Okay, thank you, Ben and Jesse. Okay, there is one guy who did not know anything about the inventory, and okay, well, you learn. You've been around this business long enough to learn to. Uh, and on top of that, sir, there is. It was you need to read the news when we had an FOMC today. has caused this market to change a lot of directions. So yes, for next time, maybe you'll learn to. Uh, there is two version on the ES or on the any of this T7. You can use a trailing stop if you want to, or you can put it on zero. And if you do that, then the system will take over. And if you want to use a trailing stop, you can use a trailing stop by controlling it yourself. 15 takes a stop loss, break even plus 10, plus one tick or two ticks, you can do that. Or if you want to, you can put them all on zero and you put your target. I usually use 50 ticks target. And if this um, target hit, then it is done. So there is two options you can do. And we see here on the YM as an example, I'm letting the system take control. That's why you don't see no stop loss. But the system is fast enough to close position if the market change in direction. It is fast enough and it is not a big stop loss. And if you wanted to take over, you can do that like what we have on the CL here on the 3 minutes. This is another example on the CL between the system taking control and the stop loss. And this one here is a 4 minutes, and this is a 3 minutes. So you can see okay, so this one here, it was manually trailing stop and a stop loss. And this one here is an automatic. The system can figure out if you need to exit out of that trade or not. So we have both. It is the same auto trade, but it is the same auto trade, and you can put it on 000, the stop loss and the trailing stop. Then the system will take over. Or if you want to, you can overwrite the auto trade. So there is nothing right now. I'm gonna stay quiet, and if you want to follow some of the um, on the micro account, I mean, what is it? It's a $1.20 a take on the ES, and so this is not bad. Not for today, but we will be covering a lot on the micro account. We have the NASDAQ ES and OIM, and then it is easily, I made them separated from the other ones. So those we will be following tomorrow. And we will, it is very nice to hedge the ES, the micro ES and NASDAQ NYM. And you still can come out pretty good with it based on one contract. So those tomorrow we will be covering. So I'm going to leave it. Maybe we will have a new signal. And then, yes, it is. If we, not all the time, the entry price is like the mini ES. If we look at the mini ES, we have an entry price 86.50, and on the micro account we have 86.75. But not all the time they are the same, plus minus one tick. As an example, NASDAQ, we have an entry at the 55 level, And here we have 54.75, and the YM on the micro account is 946, and on the mini YM we have 949. So it's not all the time is the same number as the mini ES. So that's why we are going to leave it on the side, and then we will be covering it tomorrow. But today it was an extreme hard, and a lot of traders stayed out of trades today because of the FOMC and the inventory and all the news about China and Iran and all this. So uh, uh, it is a big mess, and it is good to be out of the game today. We will see if we can take a new signal short, because the long, most of us, we missed those trades on a long trade. So we and I will leave this one here so you can see how accurate it is when if the market did go the opposite direction, it exits itself. It is an extremely um, very nice. What I do, guys, I put 50 ticks. So if we catch a trend, you got 50 ticks on any of the instruments, then you call it off. So this is not bad at all. David, um, how do you stop the pro trade when I mean, the only time you can override the auto trade by using the chart trader. You turn on your chart trader, and then you force it to close down if you want to close it. Once we are done uh, with the because we're gonna be doing a lot of updates on this one here. I like what I see, so we are going to do a lot of updates. But once we are done with doing on that T7 is going to be another couple entries on it. I'm going to add the swing trade, and I'm going to add a lot of things on it. So once we are done updating uh, this new auto trade with more entries and more filters, what I will do, I will add those buttons for you so you can also direct it. So what I want to do on that auto trade here, I want to combine some of the other auto trades like the institutionals. I will be moving some of the entries to this T7 and some of the beautiful filters we have on the institutional. So it will be added on this new auto. I like what I'm looking at. I'm happy with it. Took us forever to do this T7, but it is doing very well. And actually, it is pleasant to auto trade that T7. Um, when we came out with the A scalper to our members, if you remember, in 1 year we had 35 updates. The year after we had 22 updates. So on this one here is going to be a lot of updates coming to your direction. It is a new auto trade, and it is a good start with this auto trade. I like it. Can handle volatility, and we're going to adjust it more until can 100%. But once we are done, we will be adding those buttons on the T7 auto trade. It's not hard to do. If you wanted to take an ES trade, at the moment we have an entry limited order at buy at 89 level ES. Buy limited order at 89 level. Right there. For the NASDAQ, it's right there. There is a buy and entry on the NASDAQ, but I'm not going to be calling it because of the resistance level. But for an ES and 89 level, please follow it on a sim. It is a good entry on that number here. It's coming the ES to the 89 level. If you want to take that trade, do that. Again, tomorrow we will be also doing the micro account. Today it was an unusual day, but so on this one here, keep your hands light on this one. It is a buy entry. Follow it on a sim, please, at 89 level ES. Again, if you want to follow that trade today, it is a high risk day today to trade. But anyway, you have an entry at 89 level. Buy, not sell. Buy. For our traders, you can use the 4 minutes overnight on the ES. This is a new auto trade. It's not unusual making a little over 1,000 overnight. Don't ask me, but it has been almost every day over 1,000 overnight. So for the ones to our traders, try to use your computer or your laptop overnight and try to test the ES on 4 minutes. The same one we have covered on Monday webinar, the same setting, and it is given amazing results overnight on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. So for the ones have this luxury, or if you want to run your computer and turn off the monitor, that turn off the monitors and keep your computer running overnight, you will find some damn good result on overnight results. And uh, and I will be covering that next Monday. As you see, we called that trade on 89 level, and look, we missed by one tick. We missed by one tick on that trade. So let's see if we are able to get filled. I'm trying very hard to find something to chew on today, but there is nothing. So could be this time getting filled on 89 level. Please follow it on a sim. It is a very high risk today, and maybe we try to open and try to open a micro account, a chart, so we can maybe get something out of it. It is sad we missed by one tick on the pullback re-entry, and yes, sir. Overnight, 4 minutes, and especially you are overseas. Um, this is a very good question. Yes, sir. It is valid, the 89 level on the ES. But the market pulled back, and I want it on 89, precisely 89, so we can put the stop loss below the double support line, and that's why I wanted that burned price. Um, but now we start getting higher risk on that trade. So What a bummer. Okay. I tried to take it good off on the micro account, because now I start getting higher risk after 3-4 times temptation here. So take it on the micro account. You see how hard it is? Bummer. Okay, I'm dropping that limited order on the ES because we've been a while on that limited order, so I'm canceling that trade, and we'll wait. Maybe we can get something out of today. And tomorrow we will try to work with the micro account, and um, uh, Todd, on a 4-minute Hakanachi. Yes, sir. 4-minute Hakanachi overnight, especially where you are in that country. It would. Um, you're very welcome, sir. Now we are dropping, so you gotta be careful. We're about to have a new signals. What a day! Um, yes, we're about to have a new signals on all of them. The scalper caught it earlier. Look, on the ES and the YM, the scalper caught it. Everything is changing. You know, we have Vito. We have canceled that order when I said it was a high risk, so we cancel it from the chart. I hope nobody did. Stay with it. We're about to have a new signal on the ES. It's going to be right below this projection, 81.75. Whew, what a day. Any guy got caught in those chop today, he would have got a good spanking today on that. So we're about to have new signals. Kick back. Jesus. You know, guys, I mean, we've had so many days, good run, and today is not one of them. And at least we were able to stay out of trouble. Okay. So I called one trade and I'm dismissing it. And because it came in 2, 3 times and we missed by one tick, and then the whole thing has changed. So we dismiss it. But we've been having a very good days. And today, we stayed out of trouble. Let's put it nicely this way. And now we are about to have a new short. Hold on for a while, please. There we go. We're coming, and it is 11:37. But we're coming hard to the short positions. A new signal on the Russell sell. Entry price 581, target 71. It is good one because the ES is about to give us a short signal, and the Nasdaq and the YM. So it is a good entry. You see from the first column here, there is a new signal. Follow it on a center, please, today. It's 581 as an entry price. Once we see this ES drop below the 81.75, the whole market is changing. So we are on the last stop with the ES, and below the 81.75, we're gonna see this market streaming down. So there we go, 81.75. It is your key at the moment with the ES. There we go. 81.75. We need to break that number. Absolutely. I mean, it's 11:39, lunch hour at 12. So the closer we are on the to lunch, that's why I like to be done around 10:30, 11 o'clock with the new signals, and then get it over with. But let's see what will happen here. 81.75. It is your key. You see, that's what we are hanging on, the 81.75. So we need to see that ES drop in order for that Russell to start kick in to the sell position. It is like going to the dentist, guys. So we're gonna wait till we get those new signals, and then now there's a little pullback. We wait. What a boring day actually today. If you notice how the ES staying on the trailing stop too, because this is a floor in fibs, and we should be taken down here a bit. Come on, give us some numbers. Okay, patient, guys, patient. We trying one more time on the 81.75 level. If this 81.75, if we're not going to be breaking it within next 5 minutes, I strongly recommend today to close your NinjaTrader and close your computer so you will not get in trouble, and do something with your life today and stay away from trouble, because what I see nothing but trouble in this market. And okay, it's not doing it. We'll wait another 5 minutes. The key, there is nothing we can do here, guys. The key is 81.75. We need to break that level. If we do not break that level, close for today and don't do anything anymore. Let me show you to our traders. Look at this. This is the micro account on the ES. We have a sell entry on the micro account. We have a sell entry, okay? But the sell entry is landing right at the projection at 82 level. And as if we notice here on your micro account, it's not able to break that level. So if you wanted to take a trade and you still insisted in taking a little small trade somewhere, the 81.75 is not going to work for you because we have it here. So the best way is to take a limited order around 81 level, sell limited order. But as we see here, this ES maybe this time is about to break it to get a new signal. Let's see if we are able to break the 81.75. It is very important. So we're firing by the tick. Pooh. And you can see this market was not able to break the 81.75, which now we are in deeper problem with volatility than before. So, welcome to trading. Now the ES is going to get stuck, and now we are closer to the lunch. So now it is 11:46. It's over now. And this ES is going to drive you crazy between 81.75 and 87.25. And that it is where your limitation on that ES. So if you want to scalp, you can scalp between those areas. But absolutely, there is no swing trade in here, folks. And not unless if something come out of the Twitter or some kind of news, then probably we're going to see some breakout. But today, it is more like a suicide than trading. So it is a suicide mission here. And so from the early this morning, I said I'm not activating those auto trades because it was trouble, and we did not, and we stayed out of trouble. And don't get sad because you didn't trade today. I mean, if you look at the other side where those traders got in, diving into this pile of mud, and I'm sure there is that it was no happy ending. Trust me on that. So, folks, I strongly advise you stay away from the trouble today. We were hoping to get a new signal and the market changed momentum. It did not. We just gonna be struggling. And now it is 11:47. It is lunch hour, so it's gonna be more volatility in here. So it is bad news all the way. And stay away from the trouble. Losing money is much easier than making money. So I strongly advise you to call it off for today. I want to say thank you very much. And for the ones are welcome to trading. You're gonna have some bad days, and today it is a bad day. But the most important, we have recognized that, and we stayed away from the trouble. And this is the most important things. God bless you all, and see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And hopefully tomorrow we will have a very nice ride. Thank you. God bless you all.